One other thing, as we start to spray the stock, we want to be able to hang it because we can't lean it up because it'll be wet. So this is a common piece of wood dowel, and in the end is an eye hook, and that's what we're going to hang it by. I've already pre-drilled a hole that's going to match up with the receiver lug assembly. We will put that in at a later date so we can hang it. Now, I think it's about time to put the rubber gloves on and start stripping here. A couple of items. The stock has had its final sanding with the 320 grit paper. That's as far as we need to go. Our next step is to de-whisker. Now let me explain a little bit about that. It's pretty important. When we sand the stock, we're going to raise the end grain just a little bit. What happens is there are some whiskers or little fibers that are laying down, and we can't sand those out because they just lay back down just like hair on a cat's back. So what we have to do is we have to put water on it and then very quickly heat it as hot as we can get it, say with a hairdryer. That will shrink them and they'll curl up just like bristles on a hog's back. So let me show you how it's done. Let's start. Okay, our area is nice and tacky. Looks like the grain is being filled in quite well. Now we're going to move into a couple of areas up here around the pistol grip. These are end grains, and they need an awful lot of filling. Same way in this area, in here. Anywhere we have end grain, it's going to soak it up. All right, let's put a little in. We'll do this one right here. Being that we're working in a tight area, just spray a little. Work that in. Okay, there it goes. Okay. Now, if you'll notice, some of the areas that we have filled in with the epoxy aren't showing up. That's good. What we're going to do, we're going to let this dry, and I'm going to work all the way up the stock, make sure that all the pores are filled in. We're going to let it dry. We're going to come back, and I'll show you what to look for. We'll put the second coat on. Now, remember one thing. Your stock may vary slightly than what I'm showing you here, but this is what you would like to accomplish at about this number of coats. Now, if you have a little bit more of a porosity, if you will, or more grain that is showing, then I would suggest a couple extra coats. But this looks pretty good. Shoot for this. So what I want to do now